Good morning to every single one of you at Opulence Global Family. My name is Daniela Ferreira, and I'm your Sales Development Manager. Today, we're going to be going through the chapter number 6 of the Prosperity Book, the Forensic Networker Training, and I am super excited to be sharing with all of you because it's going to be amazing. Today is part number 3. As you know, we've been going through this chapter in the past week. So today we are going to talk about the 8 categories of involvement. And here we go. So as you know, today I want you to take really into consideration and use it as a self vision of who you are, where you are in your business, so that you understand in which of these categories you are in this moment in your direct sales profession or your MLM business. Because what I love about this is that this helps you understand why are you in the business, what is it that you are doing in the business so that you can, achieve whatever dreams you have. And at the same time, it will allow you to understand what do you need to change in your daily routine in order to become another category or to grow in your business or to just, understand that that's where you are, that's where you want to be, is that the place you want to stay, or if you need to, do some changes in your life to become in a different category. So if you are in this industry, and we talked about this last week and I love it, you are interested in furthering certain areas of your life because the direct selling industry and the MLM, it's all about personal growth. So when I ask you this morning to share, something positive that has happened in your life, is really to understand that whether it is your life, your financial, the quality of life, and most of the times less stress or simply looking for a change are the main reasons why people decide to be in this industry. And when that happens, or this morning you're sharing with me all the things that are going through your life, you can understand where you are right now and what are you facing. So I want you to congratulate yourself because you're choosing this profession as the vehicle to get you where you want to be. The one question that I hear, or in this case, our founder and CEO, Ramin Mesgarlu, from almost every distributor on a very, very constant basis is, where am I headed in my business? And most of the times, if you don't have this crystal clear ball that I've been talking about for the past 2 weeks, is where are you going to go? Jokingly, I always say the direct sales is the only scenario in life where one wishes to fast forward their lives a few years just to see where they will end up. And a lot of people do. You know what I'm talking about, right? Have you ever asked yourself, if I could only see 3 years down the road to see where I am going to be in this business, will you do it? Now you can. If I tell you that I have a crystal ball in the palm of my hands that you could look into and see exactly where you're headed in your direct sales home business, would that excite you? Today, I'm going to share with you that crystal ball that it's called the 8 categories of involvement. So today we're going to be reviewing the 8 so that you know where you are. At the end, we're going to do like a little quiz, like a little test, so that you know where you are and where you are heading. Over the years, this chapter, of course, has become the most important and the most shared chapter in the industry. It has been translated in dozens of languages and being used by dozens of companies to assess their workforce all over the world. It is the most candid and accurate home business assessment ever released in direct selling or MLM. This chapter on the Prosperity Book is the most important, most candid, and most accurate home business information ever released by anyone at any time. One of the main issues with our beloved industry, which is seriously hampering our workforce progress and success, is the lack of flow of important and accurate information from the leadership to the troops on the field. That's why today, when I started this conversation, I share with you that it is your task as a leader, whether you have 1 person, 5 people, or thousands of people in your organization, to become that leader and to really do not lack that flow of information. Pass it on to every single member in your organization. I have always categorized the competency of the top 1% industry millionaires as 2/3, which is like 66% being not qualified to pass along advice regarding success in our industry. Obviously, they do, and that has duplicated for the past 70 years or more in our industry. Our workforce right now simply doesn't know what they don't know. Here, the slogan of Forensic Networker is, what you do know will hurt you. You understand this? This is like, what you do know will hurt you because now you have the information. So if you are in this training, now you know. And it's going to hurt you because you're going to open your eyes and see, oh my God, this is where I am sitting right now. Do I want to be in this group? Do I want to be in this category? And you most probably going to be hurt because you're going to understand where you are and why is it that you are not achieving the results you expect in your business. So enjoy this crystal ball. I know it's going to be awesome. And after we go through the 8 categories, take some time, not only with you, but with your team. I suggest you, to create a powwow and book a meeting for the next week and say, we're going to get all together on a Tuesday or Wednesday in this coffee place, or, let's go for dessert, whatever it is that you want. Get all your team together, gather them together, do a barbecue, something social. And then in there, you can assess where is your team fitting. On the category they are, it will end up on determine where you are heading in your business over the next 3 to 5 years. And believe me, you have to be prepared to be awakened. So the first category, it's the Laura group. These are the folks that come to business presentation. They get seduced by hype. They buy a distributorship enrollment package, and then they disappear. In some cases, these people get engaged based on the false promises of their enrollers. Sign up and I will build it for you. If you join me today, you're going to take advantage of this amazing promotion. This is not going to stay. You better join today. And you know what? There's 5 people that are going to enroll tomorrow. So these people are going to be under you. And guess what these people do? They enroll. These investors didn't buy a business and pursue the direct selling profession. They bought a home business lottery to see if their direct sales numbers would come up and make them wealthy. If this is you, you are not in the profession, nor are you in business, and you will not succeed. It's simple. Lucky for you, direct sell companies usually distribute quality products, so enjoy your products. It's simple. So if this is you, you are not in a profession, you just bought a business, enjoy the products because the products are amazing, and most of the direct sales companies usually have and distribute quality products. So enjoy your products. The second category is the Weekend Wonder Group. This group is very interesting because these people usually come to their first meeting. They come in designer suits. They look and speak confidently. They see this profession as easy. They don't feel any need to educate themselves. They think they know it all. They don't need to go to trainings. They come in fast, bringing in a whole bunch of people. Sometimes even generating a few large checks from themselves right away. These are the people that they just, boom, they become LD1s and LD2s very fast. Then a few weeks later or a few months, when they don't see duplication happening in their team, they just quit or simply move to another company to do the same. They leave behind many casualties and they just move on. This group continues into the industry with the attitude that they are going to make $1 million, even if it takes them all weekend. That's what we do. These are they just want to come, do it upside down. In a week, they're done. If this is you, you are not in the direct sales profession and you are new get rich experiment that will be short-lived. Lucky for you again, direct sales companies usually distribute quality products. Enjoy your products, but the unfortunate part is that the casualties, you will leave behind. Because of course these people say in this company, most likely they're not going to move with you to the next company or to the next company, and it just becomes a disaster. Because then people are hurt, they never heard from their upline, because if this person becomes the upline, then the person is not in the business anymore. It leaves all these other people in the business that they felt that they're just left alone. It just becomes a disaster. But enjoy your products. Number 3, start taking notes, okay? Because I want you to understand that this is just to open your eyes. See where you are in your business and where are you heading right now. The slave driver group right now, I would say in 2018, is very rare, but it's there. So the individuals in this group are the investors, right? We call them investors because, of course, they pay a distributorship. In this case, they could be lifestyle advisors right away. They come in and expect the upline to build the entire business for them, because they came in with the understanding that you as a leader are going to be putting people underneath them. So this group is not satisfied with help and support they receive. So they're always complaining, right? They expect the upline to keep creating the welfare checks for them, because if you stop as a leader, then they complain. So these people are not shy to ask their upline to place 1 or 2 hot shots on their legs to get them started. Like, before I even start, I already know what I want as a leader from you, kind of thing. Often they want to pass along their box of business cards to upline to call and get them in for them. Seriously. I can tell you, I have 500 contacts. Here's the business cards. Go and build. If this is you are not in the direct sales profession, nor are you in business, and you will not succeed. Understand that direct sales promise of being in business for yourself and not by yourself does not mean that your upline business partners are your slaves. Lucky again, for you, direct sales companies usually distribute quality products. So enjoy. Number 4, the social group. The social group is generally nice. Actually, I like the social group, but they're just not going to be successful in their business. The social group, generally, they're friendly people. They comprise a large percentage of the direct sales force work. Like, most of the workforce is in this group. Their primary reason for being involved is for the social aspect and not the money. They're here to belong to something bigger than themselves, to come to the meetings, to go to barbecues, they are here for the social aspect. Their primary reason for being involved is to be social. They love making friends first. Making money is secondary. They're also extremely helpful in event planning. They just want to be there for you. They want to help you coordinate. They often volunteer their time to sit at the registration table and taking on other tasks. They're at every meeting, every training. They never bring any prospects with them. Okay? If this is you, let me share that you are a very important part of the team, and you are highly liked and respected by everyone because you show up into everything. But if your primary reason for getting into the direct sales profession is to make more friends and enjoy great products, then you are in the right place. However, if financial gain is part of your plans, you must make some changes to your MO, which is your mode of operations. Or you will not reach financial significance. So again, enjoy your newfound friends and your products. It's as simple as that. If you're here for the social, which is a lot of our workforce, that's fine. Just understand that you are not going to hit financial significance in your business. The financial gain is not your primary, right? Number 5, the sometime group. This group is the largest segment of the home business direct sales workforce. They call themselves part-time, but they are not part-time, because there is a distinct difference between these two groups. So sometimers, just so that we all understand, is when we were designing the book, we understood like all the 5, and then we laid out the information together so it's easy for you to understand. So sometimers allow their business venture to take a back seat. So they go in the back, right, to all their other competing commitments. So the rest of the things are more important than their business. They just simply conduct their business when they can, okay? And as long as they can, it doesn't matter. They don't have a plan of action. They don't have precise business plan, nor are they building their business on a consistent basis. So there's no plan, there is no organization. They just simply do it when it's convenient or when the opportunity presents itself. So, when is the training? Saturday. Okay, which Saturday? This Saturday. Okay, what time? 10 to 12. Yeah, I think I can come, right? That's a sometime group. They do the activity on their business based on what's coming, whatever it's happening right now, right? So if your promises is for your home business to eventually release you from your job, so right now I know you have a full-time job or a traditional business, then you must not socialize your business, because you cannot socialize your business and treat it with the utmost respect. And we've said this so many times. What you do and what you put into your business, you're going to get back. So you have to be very aware. Doing a mini presentation in the elevator or having a chat in the hallway is not showing respect for your business, which is your absolutely best financial freedom option, because we already talked about this last week, where the best option so far for millionaires is still this industry. So you cannot socialize your business. But if this is you, you are halfway to where you want to be. You are already in the middle. So what you need to do right now is a precise business plan to create a strategy. As a champion athlete, our SEO, he's been in this industry for 30 years. He knows in sports the difference between Olympians and fun-seeking athletes, we talked about this last week as well, is the precise plan of action that champions follow, because without this plan, they would simply be competing fun-seeking athletes, right? So the difference between a champion and just a pro athlete is this plan of action. What am I going to do on a daily basis so that I am closer to achieving my dream or my goal or whatever? So the difference between the sometimers and the next successful group, which is the part-time group that you're going to see, is that precise business plan that will lead to greatness. The objective is to shift as many sometimers to part-timers, right? Or of course above, as possible in your team, starting with yourself. So if you are a sometime group, in the sometime group right now, I want you to start looking at yourself and the activities you're doing in your business today so that you can become a part-timer or a full-time, because you are in the middle. You've gone the way, you're doing your business once in a while, a lot more, than before, or the other 4 groups, okay? And then start sharing with your team. Without it, you will make some money for some time, and in most cases, you will change companies often. You will enjoy many good products, but you will not reach financial significance. So the objective here is to shift as many sometimers to part-timers or above as possible. So you want to be eventually or potentially a part-time group, okay? This group does all the right things and has a real opportunity to reach most of their financial promises. A portion of the part-time group will go on to become part-time series. or even full-time. This group is not in a rush, is committed to most of the success principles, and they will earn a consistent income, right, every week at least, and in some cases even replace their full-time job income. However, there are two key weaknesses that all part-time group possesses that separate them from the top two most successful groups. And I'm going to talk about these two very, very quickly so you understand that if you are in this part-time group, these are the two key weaknesses that if you have one, you can start addressing it. They have no commitment to become a trainer. You're here to be trained, you're here to be told what to do, but you are not here to commit yourself to become a leader and to become a trainer for the team. You're only relying on the company systems and the upline partners to provide all their team support. People are attracted to strength and will follow the leaders that are willing to reach and lead. This doesn't mean that you must become a public speaker, right? It simply means that you must know your business well, all the strategies, all the systems, you know how it works, you know how to do tours, you know how to show the product, you've been doing sales, now you can go out, teach it, and become a leader and train your team, train your organization to do so. Your people will also want to see you participate in weekly meetings, even if it's sharing a simple testimonial or being a host. Remember, you cannot lead from behind. So you have to get in front, become visible, and that will inspire others in your team to do the same. It will enhance your team momentum. So go to the front and start leading. Start sharing testimonials. Stand up on your meetings. Say, I want to share. I had this experience. I'm selling more. I'm doing more shows. Start showing people what it is that you're doing in your business. People are attracted to strength and will follow the leaders that are willing to teach and lead. So if you're here, this is the first key weakness. And the second is that you have not built like and trust with the key leaders in your organization, mainly because they have not utilized their home to provide support or to spend quality time one-on-one with the leaders. So this group is missing the all-important human element that is required to build a large business. Just think about it. Why do companies, business, churches, why have Christmas parties? Why do they have New Year parties? Why do they have parties and barbecues or summer activities? Why? It is the human element, which is the fun part of it, that is going to keep you united. Even us, you can see as a corporation, we're always organizing these events. Why? Because you need to have the fun factor, the social aspect, the one-on-one, the like and trust with all the key leaders of different markets. If this is you, you are on the right track. So what you have to do is stretch yourself a little bit more, host weekly events in your home, right? If possible. Or in a mutual place with a friend. Make a habit of treating your leaders for a quick latte or a meal at a nice location. Conduct like and trust building activities outside, your normal business functions. And I would say that our CEO's favorite like and trust activity with the team members is travel to events. Go to the events. Believe me, it's fun, especially if the travel is a few hours long. Magic happens on these business activities that last for a lifetime. So for example, I know Erin, Spring, you might want to share probably at the end, when they were very big on doing regional events, because Alberta, as you know, like one of our provinces in Canada, it's so huge. People think Alberta that everybody is, like in Edmonton, for example. But Alberta is so big that people have to drive like 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours to get to a main location. So those driving, they're used to it. They're used to go 2 hours somewhere, and it's just fun for them. So why do I want to use that time? To build like and trust with my team. because that's where you get to know the person, right? You cannot lead from behind. So get in front and become visible. That will inspire others in your team to do the same and embrace or enhance your team momentum. I'm excited for the next one. How are we doing? The next group is the part-time serious group. This is the select group that you always hear about. They went from 0 to 10,000, you know, in a year, for example, part-time. These two stories are true. Every company has them, but we have to put the facts on the table because this special group may be termed part-time, but they really have two full-time commitments. The first one is that their full-time job or business that like takes at least 40 or more hours a week. And the second one is their home direct business sales also takes 25 and plus hours a week. So these people are probably working 60 to 70 hours a week. So this special group is totally motivated to build their business to replace their full-time job or traditional business as soon as possible. They are on a mission. They live, sleep, eat, work their business, and they are at a constant state of E and E. You know, we've always talked to you about this. Is the forensic terminology for excited and exhausted. They are constantly there until they reach their financial promise because they are committed. It takes commitment to be able to keep on track on that pace for at least 12 to 18 months, that it will take them to achieve the initial 5-figure income monthly that they were promised. So I'm here to tell you that it's not easy, but it is simple. It's simple. It's definitely worth it. The vast majority of the part-time serious group will end up becoming full-times, maybe within 2 years. They work their business consistently, not like in spurts, you know, like a little bit and then stop, a little bit and then stop, and then I'll do 1 month and then I stop, and then the next one I qualify, and then the next one I don't. It's just continuously. They're all the existing company tools. They use everything that the company does not have sufficient support and training tools. They will create them to support their team, just like pro athletes do. The part-time serious group are never too busy or too tired. They show up as they are supposed to and get down to business day after day after day. So to hit the home run you need in your financial freedom situation, this is the first group that you want to be. It is not easy, but it is simple and definitely worth it. The only exception to this rule is when the leaders from other direct sales companies switch and bring it with them to their other qualified leaders who immediately fall into the part-time or part-time serious or even full-time categories. In this case, the leader can succeed rapidly without investing the commitment and the efforts that it would normally be necessary for everyone else. So let's not let these expectations confuse you of what it takes for an average person to achieve similar results. So we don't know the background of every person that comes in and join your business, right? Not everyone has the same position in the binary either. So you don't look at that. You look at what are you doing in terms of activities to get where you want to be on the part-time where you have, for example, a job that you work 40 or 50 hours a week, but then you work your 20 hours. Then you work your part-time hours in your Opulence Global business, for example. So you are really a part-time and you go out and about consistently. Eventually, you're going to become in the full-time group. And the reason why I say that is because now you manage, like in the photo, time and money. So they are very similar because the full-time group is very similar to the part-time group. Actually, the part-time series, so that's the actual name. Most full-time distributors started as a part-time, of course, or part-time series on their way to full-time. Not everyone joins and becomes a full-time right away. However, there is one serious danger that full-time distributors face, which sometimes can lead to financial turmoil for many. And here it is. The industry's common teaching is to work your business on part-time basis until you replace your full-time income, right? Like your JOB. Do you know what JOB stands for? Just over broke. Or a traditional business, right? So then when you achieve the financials that your job are bringing, then you just quit that to become full-time and build your home business full-time. So that's the idea, right? That's common in the industry. It sounds great. And it is the objective of millions and millions of direct sellers. But the danger here is that until this forensic networker program, listen to this, until this forensic networking program, no one was providing these ambitious entrepreneurs with a full-time home business plan. This is exactly the danger. People can become full-time, but there is no plan of action. So the standard industry teaching to full-time distributors are to continue working their part-time business plan and simply doing more of it. That's the plan. You continue with your part-time activities, just a little bit more of it. If seen over and over again, distributors who started part-time and quickly replace the full-time income with their company part-time business plan and quit their jobs. When that happens, then the newfound freedom will sidetrack their focus because now they're free as they start to enjoy the fun things in their lives. So then what happens? They fall again into the sometime group category, like this. So when they finally decide to get back to work, they are very confused because they don't know what to do. So the reason for the confusion is that working a home-based business full-time is a totally different business than doing it part-time. It's not the same thing. So part-time participants can get away with doing a little since they have a full-time income with their jobs. Also, regardless of their income, the part-timer feels good about any effort that they put towards the business because it's over and above their full-time job commitment. You get it? So because it's extra, they are happy about it, right? So they remain positive. They remain motivated because they are not under the pressure. Everything they're doing in their part-time business is extra. It's on top of their income. So these distributors in their team also see them as committed within the platform of a part-time distributor. So all distributors' work habits are created during the part-time phase, but once the platform changes to full-time, there is a lingering right there. I say that because most feel they already know the keys to success, and when they don't get the success they were expecting, they just simply blame the company that they were, or they can blame the industry as a whole. So then they just go, oh, it didn't work for me as a whole. So you've been with people, for example, that they were in a different MLM business or they were in a different company, and whatever happened to them in that particular scenario, then they feel is going to happen to them in this scenario, right? Well, had they known that their MO, which is their method of operation, was wrong, they would have made the changes necessary for success, or if they didn't, they would at least not slander the company or the industry as a whole. Because what happens is then now they have this negative perspective, right? They have this negative idea, not only of the industry, but the company. And now they start talking negative things about the company. It doesn't matter which company, it's just, it becomes a whole. And then they don't want to be recruited in any other, or they just bring the negativity over if they ever decide to join. So if the industry simply adapts this chapter and seriously implements it with every direct selling or MLM company, the reputation of our industry would eventually be amongst the most regarded industries, even beyond franchising. So I want you to read this chapter at least once a month. Assess your performance. Look at what you're doing. Look at your agenda. Look at your schedule. Where are you in your life right now? What is your MO right now? Where your efforts are taking you in your business in the next 3 to 5 years. So if the industry simply adapts this chapter and seriously implements it, with every company, the reputation of our industry would eventually be among the most regarded industries beyond franchising. Seriously. So direct sales is the last bastion of free enterprise. I believe that wholeheartedly, working from home and online in direct sales is the last chance for the average person to accomplish something extraordinary and hit a financial and, to achieve this home run that you've always been dreaming with. Direct sales have allowed hundreds of thousands to escape poverty and mediocrity and tens of thousands more to become wealthy. So ironically, the very same amazing attributes that make our direct sales industry so special are also its downfall. Can you believe it? For example, low financial investment and time commitment is low, right? Because you start with a little bit of money and a little bit of time commitment. Because when you're sharing your business, say, oh my God, you can have your business, you have a turnkey business within 5 minutes, you can start. And you can run this in your own time and your own pace. So this is the example. You need low financial investment and low time commitment. So since the majority of our MLM workforce is comprised or inexperienced business people who have never operated a business before because they have a job, we must be firm with the must-have success factors for our business. So one issue that is evident in every company is that some people are lured into our profession under false pretenses and promises by their uneducated and unqualified enrollers. Because now people think that they're going to become rich, overnight. And you're going to achieve this financial success overnight. It is, you were promised under a false pretenses and promises. So I believe the deception and the embellishment was really, or it's been really hurting the profession, because now people think that in any company that has to do with direct sales or MLM, it's that pyramid scheme, Are you still doing your Opulence thing, right? Have you been with people like that? So our industry is under constant assault and has been bruised and battered by the same workforce that is trying to help, which is ourselves, is the workforce. It's people like you and me that were enrolled in a company at some point in our life. So I want you to, as a leader, look into what it is that you're saying. How is it that you're selling this business? What are you telling people that they can achieve with a business opportunity like this? So, having said that, again, direct sales is the last bastion of the free enterprise. It is the last chance for the average person to hit a financial home run. Since 1990s, I have had the opportunity to coach over 1 million distributors directly or indirectly. And during this time period, I have identified DS or MLM distributors falling into 8 distinct categories. Unfortunately, as I had shared, the first 5 categories count for the vast majority of the workforce that will never realize their financial promises, which we have a forensic replacement for goals, in their respective venture. This industry is under constant assault and has been bruised and battered by the same workforce that is trying to help. The result is many genuine attempts by new entrepreneurs. So I want you to take this into consideration. Look at where you are, because we have the part-times and the full-times that can create this business plan that I have talked about in order to achieve the financial home run that you want. So for example, part-time habits create confusion and frustration, right? We talked about it. The routine plan is no longer fit for them, and a new comprehensive full-time plan is required because now they are full-timers, right? So before this, no one was providing this business plan. So there is two confusions for the full-timers, right? The first one is the candidate list. When the distributors are part-times, they have access to plenty of prospects, right? That they meet every day because they have a part-time job. So while they are commuting, while they go to events, when they are at work, they have all these people. They are talking to all these people, so they are in contact with more people, with more prospects, right? This constant contact with friends and associates makes it more easier to invite people for guests to meetings, right? So normally this should be not a problem for a full-timer. You would think that they have enough people to know and to meet every day, right? Who have a proper candidate list of 250 more people, right? Names, and it's growing every day. Because since most distributors don't, right? This candidate list becomes a major problem and a block after they have gone full-time. In traditional businesses, for example, the inventory you need to operate a business is a stock, right? Without the stock, without it, you are out of business. So in MLM, your inventory or your stock is people. Therefore, before you make a decision to go full-time, you must make sure that you have a very healthy list of candidates that you will be contacting daily. So I would say this is the first cause of confusion when you jump from part-time to full-time, is that you don't have enough candidates to be talking to. And the second one is, of course, the motivation. The driving force of most people that are part-time is to go full-time in their business. So they are excited, they're motivated, they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna quit this job and I'm going to be able to be full-time in this, which is what I love, right? To achieve the time freedom, to spend more time with the families, to travel, whatever. In fact, once you are a full-time direct seller, you are in fact retired. Regardless of how hard you are working, your business plan, you're probably thinking, what is full-time has to do with retirement? Well, here's the thing. The reason I say that is once you have the choice to work when you want and with whom you want, we call it retirement. These driving force is what motivates part-timers to make phone calls, to conduct meetings, to do tours, to travel, to invest in their business, to do, everything that it's needed to become full-time. Once distributors go full-time, this driving force is no longer there. Can you see it? So now members tend to take their foot off the gas because they have achieved their main promise, which is the time freedom, regardless of the income. So when this occurs, there's a course of events that will start to follow. So it goes like this. First thing that happens is confusion. Now you are full-time. Now you have the freedom that you wanted it. Now what do? I'm confused. When I'm confused, I get demotivated. Because I'm not motivated again, lack of action starts to happen. Then there's no action. Then there is an income loss. And then I go in financial crisis. I don't know if you are in this call and you've been a full-time at some point, but I am sure you've been through this. And I've been. Because it's one takes you to the other and the other. So you're confused. Then after you're confused, you're demotivated. After you're demotivated, you're lack of action because you don't know what to do. Then because you don't have actions, then you're losing income. And then you can hit financial crisis. It's unbelievable that because there is no plan of action. So method of operation in forensic will allow you, it consists of your daily method of operation. Like, what are you going to do every day to achieve that consistency, right? So your systems that you do on a daily basis and on your weekly basis becomes a lifesaver because it gives you full crystal clear vision, we talked about last week, of your full-time home business. So everybody that's in the direct sales industry is able to successfully operate and grow their business year after year because they can see it. They have a plan. So what is your daily method of operation and what's your weekly method of operation so that you achieve your monthly goal? So this forensic network chapter in your prosperity book becomes so important because nobody else in the industry has this program attached to their training system. So I want you to stay forensic. Once you have the choice to work when you want and with whom you want, it's retirement. But you need to know your plan of action. So let's go to take the quiz. And I want you to look in yourself and say, currently I fall into which category? Where are you sitting right now? Are you a 1, 2, 3, 4? Where are you? Right? So thus today, what are your results? That's why the prosperity becomes so personal. Because I want you to write down what are the changes and enhancements you need to make to fully realize your financial promises. We talked a little bit about it last week, is that what are you doing on a daily basis to become or to achieve what you want to achieve? And then you sign it and put the date of today. And I want you to be reading this chapter every week. And before we go to the bonus, I'm going to escape the presentation here because I would like to talk to you a little bit before we continue. So, of course, these quotes are from Ramin's. As I said, this is all forensic, right? This is all forensics. So, Carmel, guilty of being in the social group but working in getting out of it. I love it. I love that you know where you are. Say 6 hours one way for many members to attend a regional events. Yeah, 6 hours. We were talking about Alberta, for example, right? 6 hours. So Stephanie's sharing, she's excited for Ottawa's next big event, June 22nd, Power Tour and Bootcamp, June 23rd. Anyone is welcome. I love it. Good, good, good for you. Erin, I know everyone is excited for the next regional event in Alberta, coming soon for dates to be announced. When I hear, I will be doing a blast announcement. So, how are you feeling after learning these 8 categories? Ifra, could you be in between 2 categories? Absolutely. Between 6 and 7. Yes, because you know you are a sum timer, but you tend to do activities of the part-timer. Absolutely, you can be between 2. Now, what makes the difference between one and the other is the consistency of the activities, right? So if we go back here into the presentation, for example, so you can all see it as I am talking. Give me 1 second. So in the part-time group, you just have 2 big weaknesses, right? Which is that you are either not committed to become a trainer because you are learning, right? Or you are not building like and trust with the leaders that will allow you to be involved fully. So that's the difference, the 2 weaknesses that you can have on the 6 to become a number 7. But you can be doing things of the 7 that you are excited, you are exhausted, you're working towards your business, and you're serious because you really want to achieve something. So you are between those 2. You can absolutely be between 2. And understand, we all been through most of them at times in our business. That's life. It's okay. It's just understanding what are the changes that you have to do on a daily basis to change that. So do we have questions so far? Up to here. Share with me. Do you have a better vision of where you are right now? Now, the thing is, now you know where you are. Okay? Vicky, this material is in your prosperity book, sweetheart. It's not in your back office. You don't need it in your back office. I want you to have it in your hand. It's right here. This book, when we designed it, it was like, it has to be small so people can take it everywhere, right? So it's all here. And I love that you can write there. You can make notes. We printed it in uncoated paper so you can write. So everything I showed you today, right? It has, you can do your notes, and then the next month you can add more pages and say, I changed from 6 to 7, like Ifra is saying. It's just amazing. So this next coming week, we're gonna finish the prosperity book. It's gonna be the forensic success DNA, so you understand how to start expanding your business. But I wanted it to take the time because forensic it's an amazing training that now it's part of you, it's part of your business, it's part of your daily method of operation, and it just helps you be better, right? Do we have any more questions before we continue? You need to grab a coffee, go to the washroom, and come back. There is a Danny. Can you explain briefly how to use the forensic box and the cards? Yay! Of course. Of course, of course. First of all, let me share with you, I'm super excited because we've been redesigning the forensic box and you are going to love the new one. But we're doing demo cards. Are going to be, I know, available. I know, Ronan, you're waiting for your demo cards. They are getting ready. Probably they're going to be live this week. It's just exciting things. So demo cards work like this. I don't have a sample here. I wish I had. So just so you know, the VIP profiles that you can find in your back office and that we are going to be having available for you in your back office, we have fashion, beauty, and health VIP profiles. They were designed in the same size as the demo cards. And I'm going to share with you why. We probably will have a training on the forensic box as well, but since Therese is asking right now. So the box allows you to have a visual, and the reason why I love it, I've worked with the forensic box for years. Like I've been in this industry 14 years, well now it's gonna be 15, but since I started, I was taught to have this type of box. So the box shows you every day of the month who you are supposed to call. So the demo cards come in 3 colors, right? Red, yellow, and green. So every card is for a different purpose. You can be, one could be your prospect, a new prospect, someone you just met at a coffee place, when you were doing your or the grocery store when you were doing your shopping this morning. So that's a contact, right? It's a prospect. Then the yellow is, someone that already went to a tour, and then the reds are like your really hot spots, people that are really key people or key leaders that could potentially join your business or that actually join your business. You can still have them in the box to help you follow up. Because remember, when you are in the business after, you have to continue the relationship. You have to continue to follow up with your team, calling them. What are they doing? How are they doing? Do they need you? Do they need your support, your training? Like, this is ongoing, right? So now what we added is that you having your VIPs as a key essential aspect of your business, because you are sharing the product first and then you are sharing the business. So you're going to have the card. So let's say my VIP card is from Teresa, and I did a facial for Teresa. So she loved the Fairy Flawless, right? And I have her beauty profile. So now that I have her beauty profile, and let's say I sat down with her today, the 26th, right? So I'm telling Teresa that I am going to call her next week to follow up with her because she just tried her Fairy Flawless. She bought the Totale. She loves it. She is in love with the product. So she's my VIP, correct? So I'm going to put her card on next week's. So I'm going to go to my calendar. I'm gonna open it here, and I'm gonna put it in the month of June. So June the 2nd, that is a Saturday. So I'm gonna put it in my demo box on the next Saturday calls, right? So when I am going through the cards, every day I just open and I know who I have to call because I promised that person I'm going to call. So right now, let's say you have 5 VIPs, then you can control, you can manage, you can put it in your phone, you can have it in your agenda. But what happens when you have 100 customers? And what happens when you have 300 people in your organization? And what happens when you are, for example, like Mami, leading a market like Kenya, where thousands of people are going to start joining? And then Teresa brought Erin, and Erin brought Kaylee, and Kaylee brought John, and John brought, then you lose control of who's joining your organization. And yes, the programs are built to help you for that, but the forensic box goes back to the one-on-one aspect of your business. So it helps you keep track very, very, very close to who do you have to call today. Because the worst part is where I say, Teresa, I am so excited that you love Fairy Flawless. I'm looking forward to follow up with you next Saturday. The next Saturday, life happens, you don't call. How is Teresa going to feel that you forgot to call her? Believe me, people remember. And your customers are going to feel abandoned. So, but because I go day by day, then, oh my God, I promise. So when I open this Saturday, it's not like, yeah, I promised Teresa and I forgot. No, I have my box in front of my desk and I don't go to sleep if I don't make my phone calls. So I promised Teresa that I was going to follow up with her. I need to make sure she's using the right product, that I promised her she's going to have 90-day satisfaction guarantee, blah, blah, blah. So I can use my VIP profiles on the demo box to follow up fashion, beauty, and health. And I can use my demo cards, which is green, yellow, and red, depending on what type of prospect you are for the business. When you love it, I was so excited. And the new box, you are absolutely going to love it. It's just the easiest way to do it. You organize your contacts the way you wanted it. It helps you keep track. It's just amazing. Amazing, amazing. I've had it for years. I can show you my demo, my forensic box. I actually have it here. And I've worked with it for the longest time. You're very welcome, my dear. And with the new profile, everything is coming together, right? Now you're gonna have your prospects, your VIPs, everything in one box, so you know who you have to call. So I promise you, you're gonna have your cards very soon. We're gonna launch them this week. And another thing, and I want to share today, is part of our bonus training of the day. And I'm just going to open here my slide. So first of all, I want you to tell me, how many of you, raise your hand, share with me on the chat, how many of you are on Smart Buy? I love it. It's just showing me here who's raising their hand. Stephanie, Mavis, Jack, Donna. Oh my God, I love it. Carmel, Mami, Maria, Erin, Karen, Trevina. Oh my God, I love it, love it, love it. Ifra, aren't you loving Smart Buy? Okay, for those of you who didn't raise their hand, or they probably are in the call and they have no idea. If you have no idea what Smart Buy is, because believe me, we have lots of people joining our business. They have no idea what Smart Buy is. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know anything about it, right? Smart Buy is, just so that it's clear and you know what to say. I want you to be very, very careful of what to say for people to understand Smart Buy. Because some of you were in GWT before and understand Smart Buy differently than people that are joining your business today. So Smart Buy is a way of you buying, selling, or consuming your own products, right? You have to have a personal volume in the company in order to be commission qualified, right? So depending on the level, there's different levels, but let's say you are a lifestyle advisor, so you need $150 in personal volume. That means products that you buy for your personal use. It could be fashion, beauty, or health. If you buy fashion sorry, beauty or health products, we deliver to your doorsteps every month on your anniversary date, right? Your anniversary date goes through. So if your anniversary date is the 26th, like today, well, today it goes through, right? Then the next month on the 26th, it goes through, and the next one and the next one. The best part of it is that you can choose and edit what you want on your Smart Buy, correct? You can edit every month with no problem. You just go into your Smart Buy and choose, I want this and this. Next month, I want this and this. Next month, I want shopping credits. Next month, I want Fountain of Life with shopping credits. Next month, whatever it is. The idea of a Smart Buy is that people, either they are Opulence Global partners or VIP customers, they do not run out of product. How would you feel that you finish your Fountain of Life on the 20th of every month, and then the 26th it goes through, and then you forgot to order, and then you are 2 weeks with no product? How would you feel if you were a customer that is in pain, that has arthritis, for example, and you would not want to run out of Fountain of Life? I have hundreds of customers who used to call me and say, Daniela, I'm running out of night cream and I'm traveling tomorrow and I want 2 bottles. What type of service will you provide? So if you don't either have product in stock or you just can't deliver the product before that customer leaves on a travel, what that person is gonna do? What is she gonna do? Can you share with me? I just don't wanna feel I'm talking to myself. If a person needs product and they finished it, or they're traveling tomorrow and you don't have stock or can't deliver the product and they need it, what is going to happen with that customer? Tell me. No one? They will buy something else. Actually, no. They will not buy something else. They will buy somewhere else. Correct. So if I don't want to lose you as my customer, right? If I call you and you don't have it, you can't help me, I have to order it online, and it's going to take another week because I didn't join Smart Buy when I started in the first place last month, what's going to happen? That person could go somewhere else. I mean, for Fountain of Life, they can go somewhere else. But if they're not receiving a good service, there's going to be the point where they can find somebody else that's going to give them the product, right? So if you want to treat your customers the way you want to be treated, the first thing is respect, love, and of course, treat your customers as you would like to be treated, right? So Smart Buy is really important, not only for members, but also for VIPs. So they never have to worry about, oh my God, I finished the product before and I don't have now. So now you can customize, right, your orders. And Erin is sharing that you can receive an extra 10% off when 3 months have gone through for VIPs and for partners. So if you haven't been on your Smart Buy website, I have news for you. So today I'm going to share with you what we are going to be launching and what the little changes that we made to Smart Buy. We get tons of phone calls in the office, so we want to make the Smart Buy all the time better for you. And so you don't have to be, have either customers that are not happy or whatever. But what we've seen is what's happening to a lot of you is that you didn't know that your shopping credits will go through if your Smart Buy is not qualifying you for your personal volume, right? So right now in May, it's exactly that happened. For example, Maria is sharing now she's getting 10% off. Why? Because she's been on Smart Buy for at least 3 months. And I am sure 100% that most of you are receiving extra 10% now. But not only on your Smart Buy, you're getting 10% on anything in your store. So if you're selling now, you're making actually 40% profit instead of 30, which I absolutely love. So look at this. I'm going to see if I can log in here so I can show you. Let's see. Can you see my screen? Can someone say yes or no? Yes, okay. So I'm going to sign in, right? And it's loading. Okay, so this is a member. When you go to your Smart Buy, let me see it 1 second. When you go to your Smart Buy now, you can see that you can select what you want. You have to be careful because if I select this month this, and then next month, by the way, dual protection is one of our best sellers because people want to be protected inside and outside. So if I select this, it's not going to erase the previous one. So first of all, you have to make sure what you are selecting is what's in red. We're going to make some changes to this website, but you know, programming takes a long time. So what we're going to be releasing is absolutely fabulous, but I wanted to give you heads up. Okay. So I have a question before I continue. For sending Smart Buy as distributors, there is a section that says choose 35, 75, or 100 is to charge. Okay. Listen to this. That's why I wanted it to show. This is, Charlene, this is an amazing question and you're going to love what I'm going to show you now. So if I select these two, my Smart Buy is 45 here plus 93 here. Yes? Can you do like this? Yes? Or yes? Okay. So if I don't click it again, the system is not going to erase it. So when you are editing your Smart Buy for the following month, let's say this month I wanted it only this, it's going to charge me 45 for my Smart Buy plus my shipping and whatever. But 45 doesn't qualify me for my personal volume. So my shopping credits are going to go through. My 150 of the month are going to go through because if they don't go through, what's going to happen? I'm going to lose my volume. So your shopping credits are your backup. Now, if I continue, I have great news for you. We erase the shopping credits and we let you only add whatever you want. And the reason why I love this is because if you are adding now your 10% and you do not want to miss your qualification, you can put here, I want to have 145.97, right? You can choose whatever you want. So 146, 142, 137. Just add whatever shopping credits you want if you want to accumulate for fashion in your Smart Buy and start earning extra 10%. So first of all, I didn't erase my 45. I didn't erase my 93, but I want to erase my 45. So make sure you are erasing and selecting what you want. Okay? Part of the new enhancements we're going to have is you are going to be able to see a subtotal here so that you know how much is your Smart Buy going to be. Now, I want you to look at something that we added in the bottom here. In the event of your Smart Buy transaction failed to process, so let's say for some reason it didn't go through, you had the wrong address, you have to make sure all your information is correct. Why? Because the system will look for your address, your billing address, and where are we shipping. So if these three key components are wrong, or if there is a mistake, automatically the system will not go through. So, listen to this. It's not necessarily because there is no funds in your credit card. It could be because your address is wrong, or the postal code is missing, or your billing address is not matching your credit card information. This is all from the merchant services, and it's designed for your security. So if it doesn't go through, your account's corresponding commission qualified monthly personal volume, 35, 75, or 150 will be charged. Okay? Are we good? Do we understand, or do we have questions up to here? I want to make sure we all understand Smart Buy in the right way so we can go out and share with your team. We are going to be making changes to the Smart Buy so that it's better for you, so that it's good for your customers, so that it's good for your members, and that all your organization is on Smart Buy. Do we have questions up to here? Raise your hand if you have questions, or if you want, type them in the Q&A, in the chat, whatever. Are we good up to here? I just want to make sure we have 48 people in this conference, and you 48 can go and help me share with the rest of the team. Okay. So are you ready for the news? Okay, Saeed raised his hand. If you buy for 45, I had up to 105. Correct. Jonathan is saying I can buy $45 and then put 105 shopping credits, you're qualified. So you will do it like this, Jonathan. I'll show you. So if you are on 150, you select your 45, you will receive in your home your Fountain of Life or Pick Up in Toronto, your sachets, right? Your spa experience. And then you put in here $105 shopping credit. Look at this, because we're gonna have enhancements here for shippings. It's gonna tell me that it's gonna process on the 7th of the next month. How do I wanna pay? And then you finalize it. But if it doesn't go through, right? If it doesn't go through, or if you are having an extra 10%, for example, if you are already receiving your 10%, you're not gonna be qualified, because with the 10% discount, what happens? You need extra. So always add a little bit more here. Put, you need $6 more, so put 115, for example. The 115 plus your 45, because now the 45 is not gonna be 45 anymore. You're gonna have $4.50 off of this, right? All of your 150 minus 10% is $15 less, right? So you need to add $15 somewhere, or buy another product for 10% extra. As long as your 150 PV are covered, you're gonna be commission qualified, you're gonna be qualified for MGRS, like all or the PV requirements. So Said says, if I need to change my smart bike, do I have to choose first and delete the old one later? No. So what you do is you go to edit. So let's say I'm gonna say finalize, right? Let's say I added it. This is me. So now let's say I wanna edit. This is gonna be my next smart bike on the 6th, right? So I'm gonna go here again, to my dashboard, shop, my smart buy, and now you're gonna edit. So let's say this month, I don't want this anymore. This month I want this, you just unselect this and then select the one you want. Now this month I want this, okay, perfect. If I don't erase here, it's gonna charge me 115, so I can adjust this. So now I want $100, for example. So I'm gonna have $100 shopping credit plus $93.75, so $193. But because I have 10% off, it's gonna be $193.75 minus my 10%. Okay? So you don't have to do it before and after. You just make sure that whatever is in red, you're gonna be charged. So we are going to be implementing a subtotal area here that you're gonna be seeing your subtotal, how much you are going to be charged. Don't you love that? So it's easier for people to see, whether they are in Canada or international markets, how much they are going to be charged in their smart bike. I did not quite get the answer to my question. Did you get it now? When does the 10% discount show in the back office pricing? Yeah, when you are on the checkout process, it shows you your 10% when you are checking out on a different order. Charlene, what was your question if it's not clear? Your question was, I can put 45 plus 115 here. And you just click save. Okay? Are we good? I want to put free pickup with it. Okay? Are we good? Did we understood? Now, I'm going to go back to my presentation because I have something else to share with you. Let me just see where here. Now, for international markets, as the price of Fountain of Life go up, your screen says 45. Yeah, it's 35 plus the sachet is 45. Okay, it's not go up. It's the sachet pocket. You have to be very careful with what you see. It's $35 for the bottle and $10 for the sachet pocket. It's a 45 package. To clarify, the 10% discount does not show on the individual product pricing, only at checkout, correct? Now, we are going to be releasing for international markets that exclude Canada and exclude the States, countries like Mexico, Nigeria, St. Lucia, Grenada, Australia, anywhere in the world except Canada and the States, Smart Buy group shipping. And I have it here. I want you to look at this because I absolutely love it and I think it's going to be amazing for all our international markets. This is our shipping chart that we have right now, okay? If you live in any other country outside Canada or the States, and you would like to have full service, this is what you've been paying, right? $55 and $65 for full service, okay? On your pre-selected Smart Buy packages. This is how much you buy on a monthly basis. Now, if you want to do group shipping, we are going to incorporate this in our system, okay? And we will let you know when it's going to be released, probably this week. We are going to be able to split the shipping so that everybody pays $20 only, which I love. And look at the notes. You only need one host, whoever is going to be getting the package, because we are going to ship it to this one address. So you have to have a minimum of 4 orders. So you plus 3 people, it could be people in your team. And I love it because this is going to be the perfect excuse to get together with your team on a monthly basis to have this fun part that we talked about in the training. So minimum 4 orders and up to 8, including the host. We are going to be shipping 2 dates a month. We're going to be shipping on the 15th and we're going to be shipping on the 28th of every month. So when you go to check out your Smart Buy, you are going to be able to choose when do you want your package to be shipped. So if your Smart Buy day is from the 1st to the 14th, you can choose to ship on the 15th with all your team. If your Smart Buy date is on the 15th all the way to the 28th, remember the system is all to the 28th because of February, right? The 30th or the 31st, all the systems are until the 28th. We are, the 27th. We're gonna ship for you on the 28th. So we're gonna be shipping twice a month for these big orders in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in the Caribbean. Everybody's gonna pay $20, right? And they are going to be receiving with a full service now, within 3 to 5 business days, their orders. Because we don't want your customers, your members, we don't want anybody to be waiting longer for their product. So we're looking for ways to have your product as safe, as fast, and as good as possible. So group shipping, I'm so excited because right now group shipping is working for these countries where people are doing events, 4, 5 people, 6 people, 10 people, whatever people is getting together. Now you can have 4 to 8 members getting together and we can ship your Smart Buy packages every single month together. And you just pay $20. Don't you love it? I absolutely love it. So we are going to be releasing it this week. You're going to be receiving your graphics. Look out for your emails. I love it. I know, Mommy, you're so excited because all your partners in Kenya can be on Smart Buy without having to pay $65. If they still want to have full service and they still want to have the order alone, they can absolutely do that. Way to go, Corp, for group shipping for the world. I love our staff for listening to the field. You know, I tell you, we listen. Every day we're improving. Every day we want to have for you. Best news ever on group shipping of Smart Buy. No more excuses why guys are not on Smart Buy. I absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it. So, excellent for the international market. If you are not getting better, you are getting worse. Yes, yes, yes. I have an answer question from Rosa Maria. What would be the shipping price to El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, Central America? Same thing, as you can see here. Group shipping for Australia. Yes, yes, absolutely. So look at here. Here, it says $20. So America, right? Asia, Caribbean, Africa. If they are doing group shipping, instead of paying 55 or 65, they will pay $20 between 4 to 8. Everybody pays $20. So if you have 8 people, they all pay $20 for only pre-selected Smart Buy packages, okay? If you are doing your regular orders on group shipping, you just go with the rates, the different rates, okay? Uganda, okay, whatever happens with customs, okay, we're providing full service. If Uganda still has, you will still pay the taxes. It doesn't matter if it's a group or if it's individual, correct? But you are paying less, right? Instead of every person paying 65 per person plus the taxes, now you're gonna be paying 20. So even if they charge you the taxes by the time the product gets to Uganda, like we were excited because yesterday, for example, we were shipping a package to Nigeria. It had 16 pairs of shoes, I believe. It was huge. It was huge package, orders. It was group shipping. More than $1,000 for shipping. But when they split it between the people that share, it becomes cheaper than paying it individually. So it's all about grouping together with your partners. It's all about getting together with them. It's all about, having your Smart Buy on a monthly basis. So I think it's absolutely fantastic. For those who, okay, so we're going to be shipping twice a month. So you just have to choose. For example, if you live in Nigeria, I know people in Lagos, for example, they get together, they say, okay, I would talk about, for example, Kafina. I know she does group shipping very often. Or Bernicia, for example, in St. Lucia. She has all her team together. They get together very often. So they rather all of them get together once a month and get their orders shipped. So we're shipping twice a month. We're shipping on the 15th and on the 30th. So all the product come to one place, to the host, right? So you just choose one person. That person looks for 4 or to 8 people, and then you send, right? I absolutely think it's fantastic. I absolutely think that having a subtotal on the Smart Buy is going to make your life easier. People is going to be easier to understand. People are going to be excited. People do not have to use their Smart Buy and keep accumulating shopping credits or using it for Flawless. Like right now, I would say if you have shopping credits in your back office, use them for Fairy Flawless. Use them for all your material. Use it towards your business. Take advantage of it, right? And then if you are in a country like Australia, I know Trevina is there. She has a huge team, Perth, whatever. Do your group shipping. For your next one, you're also going to have the opportunity to choose in the system the code. It's going to generate a code. Then that code you can share with your team members. Say when you are checking out your Smart Buy, go edit, put this code, and pay the $20. So people are going to be able to see the $20 there, and then they can go and just have fun. I'm so excited. Wait for the 15th or the 28th where you are going to be receiving your order recurrently every single month. I'm so excited about this. I think it's going to be amazing. We're always looking for ways to make shipping better, nicer, more interesting for everyone, and making it more affordable. If I see my shipping chart from like 3 years ago, it's only going down, dropping. We've been looking for some, that we had so many different options so that it's affordable for everyone anywhere in the world to ship, but we have encountered different challenges. Every country is different. Every customs is different. Some countries are very corrupted and are asking for a lot of money. Sometimes it's like $900 to release a package that comes completely unnecessary. We bring the packages back. Like we do whatever you tell us to do with the particular package, but there's so many things that we can't do anything about. And I want you to be, please be very patient. We as a corporate, we do everything we can to fulfill your orders. But at the same time, we have to deal with the authorities, right? So if you are in a country where you have a corrupted system, and I say it out loud because in my country it's the same thing. Back home in Mexico, we had so many issues also with customs, but there is process, right? There is process that people have to do, and sometimes people are just not willing to do it. So same as buying in Amazon, people buy in Amazon and they don't care at all the attempts they do sometimes to get their stuff, but they're excited to get it. So they go through whatever they have to go. So I ask you to be patient. I ask you to please share this with your team and your members and everything. Some of you are ordering for yourself and then delivering. That's amazing. Keep on doing it. And if you find certain obstacles, share it with us. We're always listening at what can we do to make it better. So I'm really excited for the international markets. Absolutely, yes. But if you don't want to do group shipping, you still want to have your full service for yourself, you pay your $65 for your Smart Buy. And, it's absolutely up to you. We're making it a choice. So we are going to be releasing posters. I want you to also tell me, what is the best way for me to connect with you? What is the best way for corporate to connect with all your team members? We've been doing email, we've been doing Facebook, we've been doing even text messages for certain countries like Nigeria, where they're always looking at a text. We're always looking for what's best for you. So if you have a lot of members that do not connect into these calls, like there's 50 people right now here, but we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people in our organization that don't join these trainings. They are not on top of their business because they are in a different category of involvement, and that's okay. But I just want you to become better also at sharing this information with your team, making it available for everyone. The other day I was having a conversation with one of our members, and he's very active in our industry, in our business, and he was sharing he has 50 chats in WhatsApp, and he's not having results. And I said, that shows you that being on 50 chats on WhatsApp doesn't mean that you are sharing the information. Doesn't mean that your information and your communication is effective. So I want you to also analyze what it is that you are doing in your market with your team to make sure all your team knows about this news. Because whether it is a training, like you have no idea how my phone is off the hook right now with the team in Kenya. And they don't even know how to log into these calls. They don't know what Zoom is. They don't know how to log in. They need training. They need to know how to tap into these tools that are available for them. So I can't believe that we have thousands and thousands and thousands of active members, and we have a 50 participants training. That means 50 of you are taking the time to get trained, but at the same time, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people who are on Smart Buy, who are shopping, who are active members, they're just not in these calls, right? Absolutely, time zones, it's fantastic. And this call, just so you know, the Saturday morning is one of the best in terms of timing. So I really want, send me your feedback. I'm always listening to what we can do to improve it, so that you also don't think that, because we are in Toronto, we are in this bubble where we know everything, but the rest of the world don't. I want every single one around the world to know what we're doing, right? I love the email, as we do have members not on Facebook, absolutely not on other social media platforms as of yet. So that's why we are not stopping the emails. So the emails are going to stay. We've been doing the newsletter. I know if you are not aware, we've been doing the monthly newsletter where everybody knows, everybody gets recognition. The night with the stars, which is the following week after, the month has ended. It's just, we're trying to have the best of the best for you. Absolutely, it's commitment, but at the same time are you picking up the phone? Pick up the phone and share with people, you know what, I'm going to be so excited to see you at the training. I'm going to be excited to see you at the prosperity call this coming Tuesday. I mean, we have 2 prosperity calls for 2 different time zones. Where are you in these calls? So if time zone, for example, Trevina, you're sharing time zone, so then share the other time zone with your team. Tell me what other time zone can we do? Tell me when is a good time for the team, so we can implement these calls and be out there for other people who cannot logging into these calls, right? When does the Smart Buy group shipping become effective? I knew you were going to ask that. When it's ready, it's going to be released. It will probably be sometime this week. It's all about our IT team that works relentlessly to get these ideas, that we come with crazy ideas every day. And we're just excited, but it's a lot of programming behind it. So we just have to be patient with them. right? So I wanted to share that. I was really excited because when we thought of this solution, we knew it was going to be super, super impactful for our members in international markets to have group shipping for them in smart buys. So at some time this week, I promise you, it's a number one priority for us right now. So people are not missing their smart buy days because of the shipping. And we will release a photo. We will send you an email. We will post it on Facebook. So if you are an Opulence Global, everything that's happening in the company is on Opulence Global. So tap into our calls. Let your people know. Just so you know, we're calling people that are just joining our business to welcome them. You know, I was on the phone myself this week to say, welcome to Opulence Global. I wanted you to know that we do trainings for you. I want people to understand that all these systems are in place for them, that they're not left alone. And then if your upline is not around, it doesn't matter because no member is to be left alone. So we want this as a good opportunity, as a good vehicle for every single person that joins our company. So having said that, I know you are going to be super excited. I am super excited as well. And I hope that you guys have an amazing week. With this, we have finished our training of the day. But do you have any more questions before we let it go? Absolutely. This is Royal Concierge Service at its best. Believe me, it all starts with service. So if we're not becoming better, we're getting worse, right? So I just want you to have the best of the best all the time. And if you think that we're missing something, please feel free, give us a call, send us an email, send a support ticket, send us a suggestion. It's just about sharing. It's like you are on the field. Erin knows that I speak with Erin very often. It's like we are listening all the time. And we're here to become better for you, for your members, for your customers, for your team. It's all about getting the word out and spread it all over the world. So thank you so much. God bless you too. Awesome training. I know you're going to put this into work. Get yourself a test. Know which category you are. Change that. Fix it. Be better, right? Go ahead. Have an amazing week. Be a blessing for someone. Who are you going to be blessed for today? Who are you blessing today? And, you know, talk to people. I guarantee you there's a lot of people out there waiting for an opportunity like the one you have to offer. So thank you so much. Have an amazing week, an amazing weekend. We are off for the weekend. Thanks for the training. It was great to go over where we are in our business. I needed the kick in the butt and got it today. I love it. Thank you very much, Daniela, for the best training. Have a great weekend. You as well. And mwah, I love you all, and God bless you.